Hi, Becca. My name's Devin, and I'm your occupational therapist. And today we are going to be conducting an interview with the Occupational Circumstances Assessment Interview and Rating Scale. And it's a 20 to 30-minute interview. Would that be okay with you?
Yeah, that's great. Let's do it.
So I guess the first thing I'm going to ask you is what do you do, and like what are some major responsibilities that you have?
Well, in my life, I'm a student. That's first and foremost right now. And I just go to class, do all my homework, live with my roommates at home. So I have to like clean up a little bit, do the dishes, pay bills, that kind of stuff. Basically just a student though.
Okay, and is that like an important role for you?
Yeah, definitely, because I got to go places in the future. So
Yeah.
it's a big role.
And do you feel that you do it well as a student?
Yeah, I think I'm doing pretty good. Made it to senior year, so almost done.
Yay.
So getting there.
Well, that's good. And so as a student, or even just as yourself, could you describe a typical day during the week for me?
Typical day. Okay, I wake up and probably around 6:30. Then get ready, go to class for 8 a.m., have class till 12:30, have lunch, have class again at 2, then get out at 3:30, do a little homework, make dinner, maybe go to the gym, probably not, and hang out with my roommates a little bit, and then go to bed by like 11:30.
Okay, do you feel as though this is a typical schedule for a college student?
Yeah, definitely, just mostly centered around your classes and working every now and then and all that good stuff.
Yeah, and so what is a typical weekend like for you? Is that different than...
Weekend, I sleep a little later than 7:30 and I wake up, mostly just hang out with my roommates and relax, do a little homework here and there, maybe do some fun stuff, go shopping, go to Portsmouth. It's more leisurely on the weekends.
Yeah, and has this routine changed for you like at the beginning of the semester, or has it changed in the past 6 months?
Yeah, pretty much based on what my classes are. So when the new semester came back, I had to switch up my schedule a little bit, but not too bad.
That's good. Do you feel as though that you manage your schedule effectively and that everything's okay with you at this point?
Yeah, I mean, I could go to the gym a little more and like spend some more time exercising and all of that, but I think I manage pretty well. I have not too much stress at school, so
That's good.
pretty good.
Yeah. So I guess moving off of your schedule and things that you have to do as a student, are there any things that you're do in your life that you're proud of or that you enjoy doing?
I would have to say going back to just like school, like I get really proud of myself when I do good on a test or a paper that I've worked really hard on or studied for a while. So I think school is like, it's pretty much up there and it's a good source of where I feel good about myself. I feel like I'm good at it because it's really the only thing I'm doing right now other than like babysitting. It's really what I'm putting my energy into. So
you should be proud of yourself. And so what are there any things that have been difficult for you like as a student or anything like that?
I'd have to say difficult, maybe just managing time with how much I spend with my friends or if I get to go home and see my family or doing homework. It's hard to balance. I think everyone can kind of relate to that and see that it's difficult when trying to do a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm. And so you've mentioned your friends and family multiple times. Do they play a big role in your life?
Yeah, definitely. My friends are like my family while I'm at school. We're always together. We've lived together since freshman year.
Oh, wow.
So they're really big parts of my life, and then my family, we're really close. So when I go home, we spend a lot of time together.
That's good. Do you miss them when you're not
Yeah.
at home? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I talk to them a lot on the phone though, so it doesn't get too bad.
Okay. And then, so as you mentioned school and the challenges you've been facing, do you feel as though, like over the next 6 months and the rest of the semester, that you'll be successful in managing and being a student and everything?
Yeah, I think I'll pretty much go. I have like a good handle on it now by senior year, so I feel like I'll be good. The warm weather might be a little bit of a test if I want to do homework or not, but I'll definitely get it done and be able to manage.
Good. And so, kind of stemming off the school thing, what other things or ideals do you have that are like important to you or things that you value?
Well, really just like being hardworking and graduating from school, getting a good job eventually, and maintaining relationships with my family and friends, like not letting school just totally take over my life. Just basically trying to find balance balance so I can not be stressed out and find leisure activities and stuff like that too.
So are there any leisure activities that you especially like or that are important to you?
Yeah, I like to just go, like just random things with my friends, like go shopping, stuff like that, go out to eat, make food. We always cook together, so it's really fun to cook things, and we sometimes work out or go running or hiking or walking or anything like that. Just a bunch of different stuff.
Good. So I guess, are there, other than your role as a student and a friend, a family member, are there any like specific things that interest you or like satisfy you in your life?
I'd say like I like to read a lot, like get lost in a good book, especially at in the summertime when you're at the beach and you don't have schoolwork piled up. But yeah, I definitely think I like to read to spend my time. Like if I wasn't doing homework or hanging out with my friends, I'd rather be reading than anything else.
And do you have any like favorite type of book or anything?
I really like Jodi Picoult's books. I really think that, yeah, I really enjoy most of her books. I've read a ton of them, so I like her style.
Yeah. And are you satisfied with like how much time you get to spend on leisure activities or?
I think when you're in school, like it's really tough. Like you're kind of in like a different kind of lifestyle just because it's so stressful with all these different things that come up, and you have like responsibilities for different classes and all different things to do. But I think I would eventually, once I'm settled into a work role and have more free time to spend on myself, then I'll be able to read more. But for now, I don't think I get to like leisurely read or leisurely do as many things.
Mm-hmm. And do you think school is the only barrier to that, really, like the responsibilities that come with it?
Yeah, I'd say, because like I have tons of books, I have access to tons of books. It's just pretty much like finding the time in my day to just sit and read something for fun rather than for a paper or something.
Yeah. Understandable. And I guess, so other than like the school responsibilities and everything, are there any things that limit your ability to do anything other that you want to do or need to do?
I don't think so. I don't really think there's anything else that I feel like limited in at all.
Mm-hmm. And are you able to like problem solve and concentrate, and like physical abilities are all fine in that regard?
Yeah, concentration gets hard when you live with 4 other girls and they're all being crazy and you're trying to be studious as a little OT student. It gets kind of hard, but usually I can find a quiet place and settle down and work through whatever problem I'm doing in class.
Right, so do you think that campus and everything you have access to the places and things that you need?
Okay. Yeah, I definitely have my own car, so if I want to just get away and go to the library or something, I can, and it's good stuff.
Yeah, that's good. And so as a student, as yourself, do you have any goals for yourself and for the future, and have you followed through on any of the goals that you have?
Well, one of my nerdy goals is to try to get all A's this semester. So that's a short-term goal pretty much from now until May, just like work hard. I mean, even shorter term would just be like week by week getting all my assignments done on time and without being completely last minute, so I'm stressing out. And long-term goal, just to graduate the OT program in another few semesters and then get a job doing something I really like.
Yeah. And are you doing anything to meet your short-term goals, like specifically now?
Yeah, pretty much just make a lot of lists of like the things I have to do each day to manage my time so I can get a little bit of each assignment done every day throughout the week, and just keep myself on a schedule so I know when I have time to like goof off a little bit and like spend a little extra time not doing homework, and then I know the days when I have to like really get down to it. So.
And do you feel that's effective for you, kind of just manage your time and stress?
I'm a big list person, so I just like when I can cross it out and it's done and that's it.
Such a good feeling.
Yeah.
And so I guess in terms of your long-term goals, do you have any plans for those? And do you have like a specific area of OT that you want to go into or anything like that?
I don't know. My dream's always been to work with veterans, so maybe like some kind of a VA hospital or something to do with veterans eventually, or I don't know. I don't really have like specific plans yet. Just everything is exciting right now in OT. So it's just basically like getting out there and actually getting to do stuff is going to be more exciting than anything specific as of right now.
Definitely, and very rewarding too. So I guess the next thing we could talk about is your past experiences and your kind of life in general. Do you feel as though you've had like the typical ups and downs in your life, or has it been exceptionally better or worse than the normal?
I feel like it's been pretty typical. I mean, you have like some good times where it's like your birthday or something like that, but I mean, in a more like serious general term, I feel like had a pretty good life. It's just normal. Like you have like some family deaths here and there, which is like the bad parts of it, but I mean, I feel like that's the lowest parts of my life is like when it's been some tragic event like that, not something like every day that I can't deal with. So
Yeah, and you seem to have developed like effective coping strategies, and do you think those have helped you along the way with the ups or downs?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's been good to know that I have like friends that I can talk to and family members I can talk to, and I write in my journal every now and then when I'm really stressed out or work out. So I have some pretty good coping strategies if life does get tough.
Good. And so you mentioned your friends before and that you lived with multiple roommates, and do you live in an apartment or a house on campus?
We have a house. We live in the cottages, so we lucked out and each have our own bedroom, our own bathroom, stuff like that. So I have plenty of space to just go that's mine, that I don't feel like I'm on top of people. So it's a big change from living in the dorms with all those people. So it's good. It works out.
And do you think that living in a house comes with more responsibilities than the dorm, or?
Yeah, definitely, because you have to make sure that it's clean and that everyone's kind of helping out doing their part, so not one person's cleaning the whole place. And you have to make sure that you pay your bills on time and like have enough money to pay your bills on time. So it's definitely in food, you have to go food shopping and make your own food unless you have like a complete meal plan. So it's definitely more thought that goes into living each day because it's doing it all on your own.
Yeah, and then I think that it's kind of a way to grow up is to live in a new house and everything. Do you feel as though like you gave yourself a sense of confidence, like you can live on your own, and this helps?
Definitely. I think it's like a nice environment to try to live on your own because it's like, okay, well, I'm still in college, so if something went really terrible, my parents would still be willing to like help me out a little bit. But so it's not like it's after college and I'm completely just on my own, like that's it. So I feel like this was a good spot to be able to stand up on my feet a little bit and see that I could do it.
Definitely. And so your friends that you live with, have you known them for a long time?
Yeah, all of us met freshman year. Most of us lived on the same floor together in our dorm, and then we like met a few friends along the way and gathered them all in. So now there's 5 of us living together.
Oh, that's awesome. And do you feel as though you can go to them for support if you ever needed anything?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we're really close, so we talk about everything. So if I'm even a little bit stressed out about a test, they know about it. So
yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah. And you have like fun with them and everything. It's kind of just like a good relationship.
Yeah, definitely. We know when to get down to business and to go to the library and do our homework, and we know when we can sit on the couch all day and just watch movies. So it's good.
Good. And I guess you mentioned your family and that you would probably go to your parents if you ever needed anything. Do you feel that they're a very like solid social support for you?
Definitely, yeah. Especially as I've gotten older, I've realized that they're people too. They're not just my parents that tell me what to do all the time. So it's gotten good. We've gotten a lot closer since I've been like away at school and stuff like that.
And do they live in the area? Like they're close to you?
They live in Rhode Island, but it's only a 2-hour drive to go back home. So it's not too bad. I get to see them and talk to them all the time on the phone.
Good. And do you have any other like close friends or family members or anyone that you feel as though you can go to for support?
Yep, I have my sister. She's 2 years older than me, and she's my best friend. We talk every day pretty much about like just random stuff, everything you can imagine. So yeah, she's my next best friend, and I have a boyfriend who's my best friend too. I have lots of best friends and just good people to like talk to, chat about things, and just vent all the stresses of life.
Good. And I guess as you're going into graduating college now, do you feel as though you're ready for that change and that they would be just there to support you during that experience?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's going to be weird to actually have a diploma, even though we can't necessarily go out in the workforce yet, just to have that different perspective on, we're done with our undergrad work. I think it's going to be interesting, but I definitely think my family will be there to warn me about the student loans that are coming in and all of that good stuff. So they'll definitely be there to support me.
And do you see yourself like being able to cope with the change in your like daily routine and everything like that?
Yeah, I'm just hoping I find something to fill up my time over the summer, because going between this school year schedule where it's very like strict and like you have to go to class, you have to get this done, that done, go to the gym, hang out with friends, it's like so much to do. And then this summer it's really easy just to get stuck in that, well, I think I'm just going to go to the beach every day. There's nothing wrong with that, but just finding the balance again over the summer with the new things I'm going to be doing, since it's like a different season of my schedule type thing.
Definitely. And I guess as you're going into the professional role and you're going to be fulfilling different responsibilities, do you feel as though, like, if someone gave you feedback, you would be fine with that, or like how would you deal with someone giving you feedback?
Yeah, I think feedback's helpful, especially when you're just starting out, to see like what are you doing good at, and what are the areas that you really need more help in. So I think obviously it's all in the way it's presented, but I definitely think I'm open to it, especially if it was something related to work where it's gonna benefit me in the future. So I appreciate feedback.
Good. I think, we're basically done here, but if you have any questions for me or anything like that.
No, I think that's
it.
it.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.